Welcome to part 3 of the 2018 All-Star Game cards. Starting with part 3, we have a George Springer World Series card. And this is the Game 7 card. Everybody knows that Astros did win the World Series. There's the whole cheating scandal along with that. And here's an Alex Bregman World Series. Game 5. George Springer World Series Game 2. And now we're back to normal cards. Garrett Cole. Awesome pitcher. He had like over 300 strikeouts last year in 2019. And before this, he's played every year with the Pirates. And then he played with the Astros through 2019. And in 2020, he was a member of the New York Yankees and led them to the NLDS. Robinson Cano. He was a Yankee, then he became a Mariner, as you can see in this card, and now he's on the New York Mets. He once bunted himself a double. Josh Tomlin, Braves pitcher. He used to play for the Indians, and he's like he bounced back and forth between a reliever and a starter role. Will Myers, big part of San Diego's postseason, as you've seen in another one of my videos in 2020. Started with the Tampa Bay Rays. Maybe some people know him for calling a ball at in Fenway Park at the Red Sox bullpen, and then he ran in and it went over his head into the bullpen. A mishap in the outfield. Scott Feldman, pitcher for the Reds. Don't really know much about him. But he was born in Hawaii. That's interesting. Sean Manaea, the Oakland Athletics ace, now that Sonny Gray is on the Reds. And he pitched in the wild card game in 2019, and he didn't have his best outing at all that the Rays won. Rick Porcello. 2020 season was awful, but he has been a Cy Young candidate in past years with the Red Sox and the Tigers. Giancarlo Stanton, everybody knows who he is. He's amazing. Humongous power. His dad was a pitcher in the big leagues. He went from the Marlins to the Yankees. Andrelton Simmons. Used to play for the Braves. That's where I know him as because I'm a Nats fan. And then he went to the Angels in 2016. The offseason, he was acquired in a trade with the Braves. He's a really good defenseman. Okay on the offense as well. Jonathan Villar bounced around in his career. Went from Milwaukee to the Astros, to the Brewers, back to the Brewers, I should say. Robbie Ray pitched in the postseason in 2017 with the Diamondbacks, and this year in 2020 with the Toronto Blue Jays. And he was acquired with a trade with the Tigers before becoming a Diamondback. Miguel Sano, he played first base this year for the Twins. Here he played third base. He can play either position. With the Josh Donaldson signing with them, and lots of power. In his first non-rookie season, he hit 25 home runs, and then in 2017, 28 home runs, which is a lot of home runs. Tyler Flowers, he was drafted by the Braves, then he went to the White Sox, and then he was acquired as a free agent going back to the Braves. Todd Frazier, he's on the Mets now. He was the hometown hero in the Home Run Derby 2015 with the Reds. And then he went to the White Sox for a couple of years. Then he went to the Yankees. Now he's on the Mets, like I mentioned before. Injuries have harmed him. And he made up the thumbs down thing, so Yankees fans know what that is. Eduardo Rodriguez, Pitcher, missed out on the 2020 season. Gave up a home run to Yasiel Puig. Would be in the World Series this year. Got pretty mad at himself. John Jaso's bounced around a little bit for the past few years, but solid first baseman, outfielder. It says outfielder here, but he plays first base as well. He would not be the first baseman anymore as soon as what's his face? I can't remember his name. Josh Bell, sorry, would become the new first baseman. Javier Baez. No need to speak for him. He's a great defender, great offense. He hit a double left-handed, and he's been a good part of the postseason for the Cubs. Ivan Nova, former Yankee. Not much to say about him. He's played in the big leagues for 8 years up until this point, and he was a member of the Pirates in 2019. In 2018, sorry. Avisail Garcia. He is a player for the Brewers now. He was with the White Sox before that, and he went to the Rays in 2019. This is just the Nationals power-up card. Not really anything special about it. Aaron Sanchez, he helped throw a combined no-hitter with the Astros in 2019. Was the Blue Jays' second star pitcher for a while, behind Marcus Stroman. Mike Moustakas, also known as the Moose, he was a Brewer up until 2020 when he went to the Reds, which he had a solid season there. And at this point, he has 119 homers through 7 years. Not a big home run guy, but lots of slugging and OPS. 425 slugging, on base plus slugging is 730, which is pretty good. Not Hall of Fame, but pretty good. Starring Marte, he helped lead the Marlins to the playoffs this year, however, was inactive during the playoffs. He's been on the Pirates, hit a few walk-off home runs for them. Pirates fans know about him. He went to the Arizona Diamondbacks for this 2020 season and then was traded to Miami. Carlos Rondon, not much to know about him. He, from Miami, acquired via draft. He was the number 1 draft pick, still waiting to bloom. Jose Bautista, everybody knows about him. At this point, he was at 14, known as Joey Bats, made the controversial bat flip. Was it against the game? Was it just a passion? Was it being mad at the Texas because they were the rivals? Such and such. He's also had spurts with the Braves, Mets, and Phillies as well. Cheslor Cuthbert, utility player for the Royals. Not much to say about him. He's been there for a couple of years, up and down with Omaha in the big club. Andrew Cashner pitched in the big leagues for a long time. Pretty solid pitcher. He was born in Texas and it was acquired on a free agent in 16 offseason from Miami. Corey Dickerson hit a huge 3-run homer in the wild card series for the Marlins. Played for the Phillies, Pirates, Rockies, Rays, and he's known for hitting a lot of baseballs that bounce before coming to the plate. Michael Fulmer won Cy Young, and 2016 AL Rookie of the Year. Now, he's kind of, not been as great as of late. He was acquired in the Cespedes trade, I believe. Michael Wacha, good in the postseason, but was inactive last year in 2019. And now in 2020, he was a member of the New York Mets. Rafael Tapia, been up and down with the with the AAA in the majors for a while, and his has a 283 major league average with 198 at bats, which is pretty good. Marcell Ozuna, he is a one-time Gold Glove Award winner and did a great job in this 2020 season, supplying lots of power for Atlanta. And up until through 2017, with a total of 5 years, he had already knocked in 361 runs. So watch out for 1,000 from Marcell Ozuna in his career. Cam Bedrosian, he's a pitcher. And this is going to be our last card for part 3. 3.99 ERA in the big leagues, which is okay, not bad. But let's see if he can do better in these upcoming years. Not much I got on him. Thank you for watching part 3.